God, I don't know if buy some crap.
Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted.
Right, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. My name's Paul. This is Milehouse Studios. Most of you have been here before. I'll do some swearing. If you don't like swearing, like words like fuck and wank, then this probably isn't the channel for you. And certainly don't watch it on the bus. And if you're on the bus, it's already too late. Don't listen to things on loudspeaker on the bus anyway, you weirdo. What's wrong with you? I don't like doing new guitar reviews, but I've got to do this one because about 50,000 people have put it in the comments. You have to buy this brand because it's the best thing since sliced bread. So here you go. Leo Jaymz. Leo Jaymz. It's on Amazon, and if it's on Amazon, it must be good. That's a lie. If it's on Amazon, it's going to be crap. But I do like the fact that... unboxing special, there's a Chinesium coffin inside the box, and you get that. You get Alan. Alan! No. There he is, little bastard. There is actually a new dog in the street, and I told a mate about it, and he said, can we call it Eloise? Because that was the name of his fat twat of an ex-wife. So there you go. The new dog is called Eloise. I'm still searching for a reliable meme to put in. I'll try and get her. She's got a right deep voice on her. Ooh, ooh, like the real thing. Apparently. Allegedly. Right, let's get it out because I've got to make intros short and sweet because some of you are really thick and you've got TikTok brains and it's got to be fast. Here we go. Leo Jaymz. Now, my lad looked at this and he said, Dad, if you told me that was a £3,000 or £4,000 guitar, I would probably believe you. Now, he'd be the first to tell you that he's a little bit thick, but he's not far wrong. He's not far wrong. The seam is lovely. It's just a really, really well-made guitar. Out of the box, I can reveal it's crap. It is crap. The action's massively high. The strings are piss poor. Always change the strings. I forget how much I paid for this. I can't believe I paid for it. But it is very nice. It's got a lot of promise. I like a purple one. Yep, just the tip. It's got a purple back, like a see-through clear paint on it. It's got a Chinesium barcode on it. Fake Grovers that have got an L on for Leo. They've named it after a lion. All in all, if you unpack this, it's actually very, very good. The likes of Glary can only dream of being this good. But how good can it be? That's the most important thing. I'm going to do a rarity and I'm going to take some measurements and let you know what you can expect out of the box. I don't do that very often because, quite frankly, it doesn't ever affect me because I'll always set them up how I want them. But this is what you can expect. If you are scared of Alan and you can't adjust things yourself, this is what you're going to find. The action was higher than me in my teens. Allegedly! First of all, the neck relief. Good $500,000 neck relief there. There's a lot of relief. A lot of relief. So let's just take some little tiny steps, all right? This is what you get out of the dirt box. 2.3mm on the 12th on the high. 2mm on the lowy. So we've got a higher action on the high than we've got on the low. That's a rarity, isn't it? I'm going to check the nut cuttage. The nut also gets higher as it goes to the high E. So all in all, your cowboy chords and everything are going to sound not great and the action is monumentally high. What would I do? Where would I start with this thing? I don't care about electrics. I did plug it in at home and it all works. It's fine. The frets are very, very scratchy and not very nice. We're going to give them a bit of love. I don't know if the fretboard is real wood, but it is brown and all the best fretboards are brown. I've got to say that because I'm sponsored by Brown. I'm going to adjust the action. I'm going to get out Alan and I'm going to straighten this neck out. That's the first thing I would do and it's the first thing you can do. It's not hard. Let's just get this unscrewed. You will need a teeny tiny part tray to do it though. Just saying, link below. When they're CNC designing these, they put the screw holes directly underneath where the strings go. Fucking use your bonds, people. That's shit. Right, it's one of those necks that wants to dip away at the first fret, but we won't mark them down for that. It's bloody common. Now, I've straightened the neck out. It's the tiniest amount of relief. A queef of relief, as we like to say around here.
A fart in the wind.
What's that done to me action? 1.8 to 1.55. So the low E is very, very good. We can just knock that down with a screwdriver. Here we go. This is everything you can do. Little turn of that one. 1.3, 1.55. Let's play fair. The tuners feel absolutely brilliant. They do. Fake Grovers. Frovers. Nothing wrong with them at all. Right, I've tuned it. I've knocked the action down to the 12th. The nut's still out, all right? Let's just do one bit at a time. Recheck my action. Make sure I've got my midway queef. Let's have a little look if it's got buzzes all over the shop. This is where it really counts. Oh, the music, the sweet, sweet music. So I'll roll around here. Right, so the frets are shit. Not the shittest. I've seen shitter. Now, if I knock that nut down, we'll naturally have to raise the action at this end a little bit, and that'll probably help things a little bit. Shall we see if that makes a difference? It's a nasty plastic nut, but I'm not replacing it because that's the nut that Mr. Jaymz intended us to play with. I'm gonna knock my knot slots. I'm gonna knock my nut slots down to 0.5 to 0.4 mil all the way along. You can go lower. You can absolutely go lower if you dare. I'm just gonna do it to that distance though. All right. I'll show you how I do that. It's exciting. We might as well do it now because even when I change the strings, we're going to be putting the same gauge on, aren't we? We're just going to be putting things on that aren't made of fucking aardvark pubes because they are the shittest of shit strings. Feel free to have a row in the comments and let me know if the plastic film and the humbuckers is going to suck the tone out of your life. We all know it's fucking Trevor's lack of ability, but there you go. Don't fucking pick on Trevor, all right? It's not his fault. Well, that nut is made of gentleman custard. It's absolutely the softest compound of plasticnesiums I've ever seen. So we've got a very low nut now, very low. And it's knocked my action right down. So we can raise it this end. We're going to give her a fighting chance. "12th fret is just the troublesome one. Here's another thing I wouldn't normally do. Let's just give that one little tap because he's being a twat. Very gentle taps on a cheapy one. To be fair, that's holding on. That is not bad. Mr. Jaymz, that is not that bad. I've seen worse, absolutely. And that is 1.6 to 1.35. The nut I've cut down. Really, nut files are pretty unavoidable if you really want to sort your guitars out. Because as you can see there, we got the action right at the 12th, but because the nut was high, it wasn't real. It wasn't a real number. You have to be right at both ends. That came out wrong, didn't it? Oh, it's like Pun Sunday. It's actually Saturday morning. So, all in all, that ain't bad at all. I'm going to make it better. I am going to make it better. Of course I am. These strings are shit. They've got to come off. And if the strings are coming off, then we might as well sort the frets out. So we'll have a little go through and we'll just have a little look at it, shall we? But what do you think? Have you got a Leo Jaymz? Let me know. Terrible strings do feel terrible. But I can see why people were liking these out the box. That is, I mean, I haven't tested a Firefly and all that sort of stuff. I've done a lot of Jet low-cost guitars. That's basically my biggest recommend. If you're going to spend between 180 and 300 quid, I would recommend Jet every time. And they bring out some really cool looking stuff. It's a bit more, they're more reputable. They're all over the guitar shows, all online. Artist Guitars, ER and Jet. Those are my three favourites that I've got the most experience of. And to be fair, I've never had one let me down. I don't know much about Amazon guitars. If I see them on a listing, I always think that is going to be bollocks. But actually, that's not bad. And it's very, very pretty. It's lovely. I love a bit of purple. I've got a weakness for a bit of purple. Right, let's take these naff strings off. I would go and play this now so you can see what it sounds like with the strings off, but it's fucking pointless. Get yourself some decent strings, all right? The whole ethos of this channel, what I've just done, apart from nut files, they're a bit of an investment. If you're a 40-something guitar player and you're at home and you've got fucking 10 guitars and you buy shit guitars because you'd rather buy a guitar than actually practice and learn to play one, which we're all guilty of, making some improvements yourself is something that you can do. I haven't done anything technical there. If you're going to start leveling frets, and oh, they're quite big sausages. Had a bit of a cheap thrill there I wasn't expecting. There's stuff you can do yourself to take that wall basher that you've got and you can make it 10 times better. You don't realise how much better you can make it. I could take an AliExpress neck like this thing. They do actually make some quite nice, the shapes are lovely. I can make that play as good as any custom shop guitar you will ever play. I can make it play as good as any handmade neck I make. And that's not unique to me. There's thousands of techs all over Britain and the world who can do the exact same thing. It's a numbers game. It's got to be straight, level, true, and set up correctly. That's not rocket science, and you can get part of the way yourself. You just don't realise. Just because your wife's beat all the fucking confidence out of you in the last 20 years. Don't listen to her. My missus beats the shit out of me, but never above the neckline. She's clever like that. If you're wondering, that's a 0.05. It's a pube of a feeler gauge. And as long as I can't get that under everywhere, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Let's get the cheeky rocker out. We'll do a bit of cheeky rocking in this episode. So the ethos of this episode is bare minimum. All right, with bare minimum. We've happened to got a decent one here. It's not bad at all. We've got a few knocks. Can we sort them out? Now, the reason I'm doing this, in case you don't know, we're just checking in between each 3 frets at a time. If you get a really big rocker, we call it a cheeky rocker around here, it just means the one in the middle is high. These are pressed in a factory, and no effort at all is really made to level them. We're depending on the consistency of the fret wire and the flatness of the board, which is never perfect, all right? It's just not. That's why fret ends are a bit sharp as well. They've had the minimum human time spent on them. That's why they cost 6p. Right, this is a good example. Everything I'm using here, the rocker and the polishing system, the spot leveling system we're going to get out now. This is a good example. There's 1 or 2 frets that are just really, really shit. That 12th that we identified in the initial little play is fucking rotten. All right, it's awful. So I'll bring little Dave in. So basically, this 12th fret is rocking all over the shop. It doesn't matter how much I tap it down, it ain't having it, all right? It's a rotter. So we're going to spot level it. This has got a little recess in the bottom of this, so it looks like a rocker, but it's not. It's not completely flat. And then we're just going to wrap a bit of sandpaper around that comes with it. And we are just going to go against the grain and with it. I'll try and go with the fret, because if I'm going to put any scratches in there, I want them to be in the direction of a string bend. Up there for thinking, gents. And we're just going to keep going until that rock disappears. That is a monumentally bad fret, honestly. It's like one fucking buck tooth sticking out the middle. Shocking. There we go. That's the worst one I've ever spot leveled. That was a really, really high fret. Proper shit. Right, so I've been up and down a few times now, and all in all, not bad at all. It's very shiny and new, this thing. I'm going to just basically sand these fret ends now. There's not a lot to them. They're very, very angled. But I'll show the old girl a bit of respect and just tape her up. It's like a 10 to 2 bird. You got to double bag it. All right, you never know. Something might get through the first layer. And you can also use a bit of sandpaper that comes with the system and just get these fret ends. Get your fingers in there. I'm taking the corner off this binding and I'm getting in and just getting these fret ends. The next step up is a fret end file. Treat yourself. Right, I'm going to cut cameras, carry on doing this fretwork because honestly I'll get so bored editing it. It's fucking atrocious. And then we'll see what it's like and set it up and take it down and give it a bash. It should be a short and sweet video. I am so far, I don't hate this thing. I really don't. I wonder what the pickups are going to be like. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure they will sound like humbuckers, but we'll soon find out. It's a nice bit of brown, that, isn't it? Love a bit of brown. Testing, we're recording, we're on, no technical issues. Right, we've been downstairs, I filmed it, I did a blues demo because I can get away with playing slow, and which is helpful because I'm fucking crap at playing guitar, let's be honest. Sorry if you're worse than me, I'm not putting you down, but I am putting you down. Practice harder, it's better. I've got Matt behind me filming and making me feel very uncomfortable, but he is fully clothed, which is unusual for Matt because he's a bit of a voyeur. Let's just say that, shall we? Say hello, Matt. Just shout from behind.
Hello, Matt.
There you go. There is someone there. I'm not off my fucking head. It's just me and little Dave normally. This thing is an absolute winner. You've seen what I had to do. I didn't have to do a lot. It was 100 and an amount of pounds, which is some pesos or some American doll hairs, whatever your fucking currency is where you live. Leo Jaymz has impressed me. I don't know if that's a real person. I think that might be a Chinese person masquerading with a Western name because he thinks we're fucking stupid and we'll fall for it. I fell for it, so well done. Yeah, I'd recommend that. You could go and buy one. Special wave. This was a quick and easy video because it's Saturday. Remember, everyone, don't be a prick. That's how you film an outro, Matthew.
Dodging people.